stages, and the start is at the Paris race circuit of Montlhéry. First off the ramp, the number 1 Ford GT40 of Britain's David McElwain with Andrew Merrifield. Number 5 car, the little land of Ray Bellum, surprise, surprise, in Gulf colours. He's the 1996 World GT champion for Gulf McLaren. And it's Henri Pescarolo with France's famous Formula 1 journalist Johnny Reeve in their Shelby Cobra. Let's go on board Henri Pescarolo. He's driving here at Montlhéry. It's a great start. Just ahead of him there, the 250 LM. Down at his first corner on the Paris circuit where the 1,000 kilometres used to be held. Taking the lead immediately, Graham Bryant in his AC Cobra from Pescarolo. Pescarolo, though, coming up fast through the field. Porsche 908s, Ford GT40s, Mustangs, Ferraris, Elans, Ray Bellum again there, Morgans. Here they are on the famous old banking of the Montlhéry track on the edge of Paris. Graham Bryant leading just ahead in the Cobra there from Henri Pescarolo. Oh, but he spins. Round goes Bryant and through goes Henri in that famous green helmet to take the lead. Henri Pescarolo, of course, 4 times a Le Mans winner, 3 times for Matra, once for US Porsche, who will be doing his 30th Le Mans 24 hours this year. He's being chased at the moment by that number 18 car, the Ferrari 250 LM of Gary Pearson. He's showing that car with Walter Wang, and Pearson indeed takes the lead. Son of John Pearson, the Jaguar tuner, D-type aficionado from Whittlebury, just near to Silverstone. There is Gary ahead of Henri, and Henri spins the car at the hairpin. Big panic at the moment as the Porsche 908 heads straight for him. Oh, there's a brief fire from the exhaust, but as soon as the car fires up, it'll be okay. Well, there is the car of Gary Pearson and Brandon Wang, the 250 LM. Heading for victory here at Montlhéry. We talked to Phil Hill after the race.
I had a little bit of problem with the brakes, and of course you need them very much here. And so they're now going to try to bleed the brakes and see if they can improve them.
So Ferrari's American world champion Phil Hill showing the car with his son Derek Hill, who incidentally had his first major win in the Formula Atlantic race at Sebring 12 hours just a few weeks ago. That's Chambord, and this is the special hill climb at Chenevel. Off go Merrifield and McElwain in their Ford GT40, followed by the Cobra of Pescarolo and Reeve. Let's go on board again with Henri. Some heavy stone walls there, just waiting to catch this Shelby Cobra. Type of car that Dan Gurney drove to so many famous victories, including the Targa Florio in the 1960s. Derek Hill and Phil Hill leave. Warren Ades from the USA in his Lotus Elan. Whoops, into the ditch. That'll get some pulling out now. Austin Healy, Cyril Henschroeder and Catherine Dubois, almost a problem for them too. And here's the Ford Shelby Cobra of former British hill climb champion David Franklin, driving of his wife Deborah. For the finish at Poitiers of the first day of this 56th Tour de France Auto. The second day, and they go to the Le Vigian circuit, normally used for French Formula 3 racing. On board again with Henri Pescarolo. Moving up the order past the Mustangs there. Oh, bit of contact there with one of the Shelby Mustangs. The rest of the field spreading out. So no holds barred in this type of racing, as you can see. Sterling Moss way down the order, unfortunately driving with his wife Susie in their Alfa Romeo TZ1. There's Ray Bellum just ahead in his Elan. Bellum doing a great job here. Of course, he knows a lot of these circuits. from GT Racing, not Le Vigian, but he's done this event before as well. Ray Bellman, the little Lotus Elan there, the S1. Passing through again. Number 18 Ferrari of Gary Pearson. Is Henri Pescarolo in that Shelby Cobra. And that's the way they finish. So the 250 LM Ferrari, perhaps one of the prettiest of all the Ferraris, taking another win. Rally special, the Pointe de Dognon, the Dognon Bridge near to Limoges. And the Franklins start off in their car. Here come Wang and Pearson in their 250 LM. And Martin Koenig and David Dugdale, also from Britain, in their beautiful looking Porsche Carrera. Pescarolo with Johnny Reeve. And Ray Bellum showing that car with James Birch. Ray driving on the limit, but it all goes wrong for the Hills. Phil Hill puts the car down a bank, and he's out of the event. A man not happy with life as Derek climbs back onto the road. Join us after the break. Tour de France Auto, miraculously, Phil and Derek Hill's Ferrari is recovered and is able to rejoin the rally here at Bordeaux early in the morning. This is the southwest France area. The rally having made its way down now across the French countryside from Paris. And this is the special in the Côte d'Agaron, the vineyards of this beautiful wine region. Ray Bellum in his Lotus Elan, resplendent in those Gulf colours. Henri Pescarolo with Johnny Reeve in their Shelby Cobra, resplendent in their green helmets, matching the countryside. I'm happy to see again, although in 40th place and looking a little bit bent, the Hills in their Ferrari, the 250 GTO. Oh, big problem there. Ford Shelby of Werner Lenhoff and Matthias Baumann. Number of the Cobras here, Carlo Vogel and Robert Fehlmann. And the Austin Healey of Christian Comte de Vedel and Francois Comte de Ottenberg. 2 counts on board. Then they arrive at Albi, the circuit near to Pau. And the starting order lining up: Gary Pearson for Ferrari, Henri Pescarolo for Cobra, McElwain for Ford GT40, and Vogel in that Cobra. Another standing start, and we go on board again with Henri Pescarolo on this pretty little circuit winding round the southwest France town. The Ford GT40 of David McElwain and Andrew Merrifield goes through. Henri just giving him enough space there, knowing the GT40 handling quite a bit better than this car. But still, that Ferrari leading on the circuits. Gary Pearson, oh, big moment there for the Porsche Carrera of David Eisner. And Gary Pearson takes yet another win for the Ferrari as the rally moves on to Carcassonne, the beautiful medieval fortified city here in the south of France. Again, Brandon Wang, Gary Pearson in this 250 LM. First away. Trading stages and circuit wins with Henri Pescarolo. These two having led the rally from the start. David McElwain and Andrew Merrifield again in their Ford GT40. And Ray Bellum in his Lotus Elan. Bellum now up into 7th place with James Birch. Pescarolo flashing his lights. and that pretty Porsche Carrera again of the Brits. Nogaro circuit, where of course Eurosport brought you live coverage of the BPR GTs last year. Oh, but there's a problem. Gary Pearson pulls off almost immediately at the start, and that surely is going to cost them the win in this rally, having shared the lead going into this final round with Henri Pescarolo. This is the final event of the 1997 56th Tour de France Auto, and Henri Pescarolo passes that GT40 and takes the lead of both this race and of the rally. All he has to do is finish this race and then get down to Biarritz for the finish. Pescarolo, the man who put together the El Filiere package, wins the race, and surely already thinking of doing his 30th Le Mans this year, driving for Courage. Pierre-Henri Pescarolo and Johnny Reeve, winners of the 1997 Tour de France Auto.
Bah oui, il a fallu attendre quelques années avant
I had to wait several years to get this win, he said, and I'm glad I was able to do it with Johnny, because we should have already won it together in the past.
Bah, ça a mis de l'ambiance comme ça, il a fallu que je rattrape le temps perdu.
Asked about his spin at Montclair, we said it's not forgotten, we had to make up for lost time, and that made it even more exciting. Well, that was the Tour de France, beautiful cars in beautiful countryside. Pescarolo and Reeves winning in their Shelby Cobra from Britain's David McElwain and Andrew Merrifield in their Ford GT40, and Franklin's David and Deborah in their Ford Shelby Cobra, finishing in third place.
Oh, c'est si bon.